the prediction league. And as you can see, there's been a change to the top. It won't last, don't worry about that. But yes, a good week for me. 22 points for me last week. Probably my best of the season thus far.
It's a scandal, I tell you. Scandal.
Fans Forum got 16. Greg, you got 14. And
wow.
the one and Gary Schofield only got the 10. So you have narrowed the gap on Gary Schofield last week, my friend. So not all too bad at all. No. So we now come to the part of the show where we're going to start going through what will be round number 10. And we're going to kick straight off with what has to be the game of the round. Here we go. The game of the week, it has to be, doesn't it? When Warrington and St Helens collide, it must, of course, be the game of the week. It couldn't not be, could it? This, of course, is going to be dampened a little bit because of the bans, I have to say. But yeah, straight in. The guys have gone straight in on the chat. Alex Sharp sees it by Saints 1-8. Dawn Baker sees Saints 1-8. Freddie McGilvery's going wire 1-8. In terms of where the fans forum as a whole see it, they actually see this. Believe it or not, don't fall off your chair, those that are in the chat. Wire by 18 plus, don't know where that's come from this week, but there you go.
Wow.
Gary Schofield, wire 9-17. But I'll tell you, before I pass over to you, mate, when you look at these two sides, Saints are equally down on numbers in the pack. You can see it there, no Wormsley, no Matautia, no Sirinen, no Morgan Knowles, no Parsi. So, you know, that is a lot of beef that is not in their pack as well. So when you look at it, actually, there's not much in this. There's not much in this in terms of up front. It's probably going to be a Lees, an LMS star taking on if it was a betting man, a Cassiano, and probably, well, it will now. It'll be Harrison, won't it? I would have thought.
I think Harrison and Maguire will start at prop.
Or Maguire, yeah. You know, so you look at that.
I think they'll start with Clark at loose.
Maybe. So actually, you know, I was.
Oh, sorry, Matauti will start at loose forward.
Maybe. So I genuinely was going Saints for this until I saw the damage that's in the Saints squad. And actually, I think this is now, and so that's made me go on confidence because I don't think there's much in it. And what we know about Warrington, 8 from 8, yeah, last week they were still competitive, even though they were, beaten by Wigan. I'm going Warrington 1-8. I'm going Warrington 1-8 based on confidence. Fans Forum 18 plus. Gary Schofield 9-17. Over to you, mate.
Do you know what? I really, really, really wish that Saints were at full strength and we were at full strength.
Mm.
I've never ever wanted to go against Saints when they were full strength.
It'd have been a great spectacle, mate.
Do you know what? How sad is it?
It is. It'd have been a great spectacle.
Through suspensions and injury, what could have been an absolute legendary game, has been diluted through petty bans.
Yeah, through suspensions.
Petty suspensions.
Yeah. Spot on, mate. Spot on.
And injuries. And it's such a shame. Vaughan against Wormsley.
Well, we'll get that later in the season, and that'll be blockbuster. That'll be fantastic.
Wormsley. That's a heavyweight bout.
But isn't it? But there's another element to this though. It's something to look forward to later in the season, isn't it?
Well, I hope so. I hope there's no more of these petty, silly bans that are handed out when it comes to the games that should be selling rugby league to the British rugby league to the world.
I agree, mate.
Just think about that. Just think about that disciplinary panel.
Yeah.
We are selling this game to the world, and you are handing out petty bans to the best players.
For nothing.
Think about it.
For nothing. And allowing blatant, as we proved earlier in the show, and allowing blatant injury tackles like the KPP one to just go by the wayside. It's an absolute joke.
I think the difference here will be in the backs. Okay. I think Saints, because of our suspensions and our injuries, and the fact that probably our back line will be weakened slightly, I think Saints 9-17.
Right, so you're the only one backing Saints.
No, it was Mr. McGilvray that was backing Saints, wasn't it?
Jermaine?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Freddie.
Freddie. No, yeah. Uncle Freddie's on the wire.
Is he?
Joe Scholes is saying, "Wow, Saints will not win this. Calling it now is what he said."
I hope. Do you know what? I hope 100% I'm wrong.
Yeah. There's a lot on the wire.
I almost fell out with rugby league this week after that Paul Vaughan decision. I almost fell out with it.
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot in the chat who didn't realise that Saints had so many out. And I think that, that's been a bit of an eye-opener because I do think, because again, when I saw that Sirinen wasn't there, as well as Matautia Party, they're decimated.
I'm buoyed by the fact that Moore and Kendall aren't in that Saints squad. Oh, controversial. It depends, doesn't it? Liam Moore or Chris Kendall are going to be the referee. We can guarantee that.
Probably more, I'd say, for this one, I think.
Yeah, Liam Moore's usually the Saints referee of choice when it comes to playing big games.
More. But no, look, let's hope it's a feast. Let's hope it's a good game.
Do you know what? That Warrington game, the Warrington Ringer game, was a real good game. It wasn't the best game of the season that Sky were calling it. It wasn't the best game.
It was a good game, though. I enjoyed it.
It was a good game. It was spoiled by controversy.
It was made by the atmosphere as well. The fact that it was full. And we've been blessed this season. Why is Hull KR not releasing their attendances? That's odd.
I don't know.
Very odd. Don't know what's going on there.
Maybe they've lost the clicker.
Yeah.
I've lost the clicker.
Remember the days when that used to happen at Wilderspill, but anyway, that's another story.
Maybe but anyway, MRC's hovering.
Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Allegedly. Lee Leopards taking on the Leeds Rhinos. This is, what a great game. In terms of Caesar is a big doubt, as is Nene McDonald.
Lee could be the turning point in this.
Yeah, Nene McDonald's in great form. Lee, of course, won last week. But actually, credit to the Rhinos. They've won the last two. They're trying to make it a hat trick of wins. The Leeds Rhinos going into this one. But this is not going to be easy. Lee playing some really good stuff straight away. Here we go again in the chat. Steph Sale, she's saying Lee 9-17. She's gone straight in. I've gone Lee 1-8. The fans forum have gone Lee 1-8. Gary Schofield has gone the Rhinos 1-8. So all of us at
Gary
the minute,
Schofield will, won't he?
But everybody, Joe Lee 1-8, Dawn Baker Lee 1-8. Everybody's seen this as a real good quality battle.
And I agree. And again, isn't it great that this could go either way? 3 seasons ago, this would be a Leeds win all day long, hands down. Is this close to a sellout? I know that.
You'd hope so. You'd hope so.
I know lots of tickets have sold for this game.
My apologies. I think I might have got Steph's gender on there. I do apologise. I am on the fly here. I am on the fly. Go on, mate. Go on. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Go on. Carry on.
Let's move swiftly on that bombshell. This is how good this season's been. Again, a difficult one to call. I am going to go because it's not on TV. I'm going to go Lee 9-17 because it's not on TV.
You're in Lee Leopards.
Is it on TV?
No,
it's not. Is it? No,
because the next game, which is this one, is on TV.
That's right. Yeah.
Castleford Tigers taking on the inform 4 in a row. Hull KR, 4 in a row. They're going for 5 against the Castleford Tigers. Cass still without Liam Watts. KR still without Jesse Sue, who will be suspended. Sam Wood also struggling to make this one. It's a 50-50 call. Apart from that, it's a clean bill of health. All of us, Fans Forum, Gary Schofield and I, 9-17 KR. How do you see it?
Agree. I can't disagree with anybody on this one. There's no. I'd be tempted to go KR 18 plus.
As was I.
And do you know what? Just for the sake of difference and the fact that I'm bottom of the league and I've got nothing else to lose,
you're going to go 18.
I'm going to go KR 18 plus.
Well, Steph Sale is agreeing with you at 18 plus. Joel Scholes, he's agreeing. Alex Sharp's agreeing. So you're in good company there, my friend. There's quite a few.
It's always good to hear.
Are going with you. You just can't see past the KR win, can you?
No, so obviously Castleford are going to put 60 on.
Nah, it's all going to depend, mate. And again, it depends for me on what they do in terms of the spine of the team. I go back to what I said earlier in the show. Broadbent to centre. Why? By far and away, your most dangerous looking halfback of the season thus far, and you nullified him and put him in the centre. And I said in the shed, on that decision alone, Andy Last's opportunity to become permanent head coach was put under scrutiny, because I just don't see how you make that call. I just do not see it at all. But anyway,
I think it's purely because you've got somebody like Widdop who's costing big money.
So play him at fullback, because Levels he's playing poor.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I like that Levels, but he's in terrible form, isn't he? He's in terrible form.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, dear me. Hull FC taking on the Huddersfield Giants. Huddersfield, as you were, there is a chance. Clifford is definitely expected to return for Hull for this one. Tex Hoy, 50-50 is what I'm hearing for Tex Hoy going into this one. No surprises. Everybody going the way of Huddersfield. The Fans Forum 18 plus, me and Gary Schofield 9-17. Huddersfield. Where do you see, Greg?
Yeah, I don't think they should risk Tex Hoy. I think they should wait for the international break and ease him back in. Hull have got to come good at some point. They've got to. They have to. But again, I don't see it being this game, and I'm going 9-17 Giants.
Yeah, I think all of us there going the way of Huddersfield.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any Hull fans. I do apologise, but
absolutely.
I can't see where you're going to buy a win from.
Alex Sharp has gone FC 1-8, which.
Well, he might be right.
He might be right.
Beauty of the game.
Joel has forgiven you for last week based on that prediction. So that's.
I'm sorry, Joel. I won't do it again.
That's good news. I'll just put you down for 18 plus now, eh?
To Wakefield, yeah.
Oh dear God! I mean, it's just. It must be just so. I mean, put yourself in Wakey fans' shoes.
Oh yeah, I've got total sympathy for them. It must be awful. It must be absolutely awful to be a Wakefield fan at this moment in time.
Oh, I mean,
I think Wigan will be bored. I think Wigan have got a full bill of health, haven't they? Apart from Jay Field.
Yeah, I mean, look, Wakey. Last time Wakey went here, they lost 60-0.
Yeah,
and I don't see it getting any better.
No,
if I'm being honest. Alex Sharp here saying French will get 6 tries. I tell you what.
Well, only if they bring him off at half time.
No, absolutely dire. Yeah, all of us going Wigan 18 plus. No real surprises there.
It's got to be Alec Wigan. I'd say that will be not just the surprise of this season. That'll be the surprise of the decade if Wakefield pull that off.
It ain't happening. I mean, Dawn there. Come on, Dawn, behave yourself. Dawn pointed out the injuries: Singleton, Cusfield, and Cooper. You could have Bevan French with an arm tied behind his back, and you'd still win this one, mate. This is. There's just
don't delude yourself. This is
They've got Bob open, no hope. Tell you.
Yeah.
It's just. It ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. Wigan will stroll this one. And then a really lovely, tasty game taking place at the AJ Bell Stadium on Sunday. What a little beauty this one is. This is fourth against fifth. This is a lovely little game. No Tyrone May, no Mitchell Pearce, no McAlorum, no Manu Mao. They're the only ones that we're aware of that are going to be out for this game. This is a belter. This is an absolute belter.
If I wasn't covering the women's game on Sunday, I'd have gone to this. It's a
peach. It's a peach of a game.
It is. Why isn't this on TV?
Oh, it'd have been lovely, wouldn't it? 3 o'clock on Sunday.
I used to love. You know what? I used to love the 6:30 on a Sunday night games on Sky.
Yeah, nice.
Especially when the footy season was on. You had a footy game 4 till 6, and then rugby league 6:30 till 10 o'clock. It was brilliant. It was a real good way to end the weekend. Why not put this on TV?
Don't know, mate.
Why not put this on TV? It's. I think it's second to the Saints Warrington game.
It's a peach.
You know,
it's a peach of a game, mate. It's a peach of a game.
I can't call this. You know, I'm going to have to think seriously about this. I'm going to go Salford.
Right, by how many?
9-17.
9-17.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, just because I'm a fair and reasonable man, due to those who are watching this evening, I'm going to say that the fans forum, where it's now been tipped into Catalan's favour.
Really?
Live during the show, the fans forum were going to go Salford 1-8. However, based on some final little ones coming in, they're now going Catalan 9-17.
Right. Okay.
That's an interesting one. This is why you should always watch us live. Things can change at the 11th hour.
Yes.
But there you go. Catalan 9-17 for the forum. I'm going Salford 9-17, as is Gary Schofield. So that brings our predictions for this week to a close.
Isn't it great? And it's a great statement for the season so far that, apart from the Wakefield game, sorry, Wakefield fans.
Yeah.
Those games have been really difficult to call and could genuinely go either way. They could.
I'll go with.
They could. You know what? Even Wakefield could spring a surprise. As
not happening, mate.
Unlikely as that's going to be. You never know.
If you want to open a book, mate, I think there'll be quite a lot of takers if you want to back Wakefield, I'll tell you.
Oh, mate. No, I had enough of the Grand National.